What's up, America? How y'all doing? It's been a minute. I know I've been busy. I'm in the military, as a lot of you know. One of my videos states it. I've been getting in the process. I bought a house here, and I thought I was gonna stay here for a few months or a few years. I mean, but since I got out of command, they're gonna ship me off, and only been here 7 months. So now I'm getting this house in order. Thought I had time to fix some stuff up, but I really don't. So I'm getting stuff in order real quick. Packing up. Gonna move over to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Can't wait to get out there. I'll have a great time. I really was busy, but I realized I have to make a video really, really quick because I just got through watching, President Obama's speech, his first address to the joint Congress. It was great. He said some great things. I was with him 100%. I mean, everything he says is right on time. And I think America, it's time to have a president like this, a thinking president that works these issues out and comes to the table with some answers there. He's a very eloquent speaker. Some of the stuff he said, you know, the stuff that's been on people's minds for a long time. And, there's no way, I would think, that anybody could refute any of what he's really saying or what he's trying to put out. But then I gotta ask myself, why, oh why? What is wrong with me? Why would I watch Fox News? You know what Fox is. The right wing, they gotta have their little spin on things. They gotta go against everything. Well, they're trying to act like they're not, but they really are. Okay. I've seen a couple people videos on here that really support the Republicans, and I got you. Republicans aren't all bad people, but some of their ideas are so far out there. Okay, they do have a clone of Obama that they're starting to build up, named Bobby Jindal, the Louisiana governor. Interesting character. He's got a little story just like Barack Obama does, and he's a very eloquent speaker also. But his ideas just don't make sense to me. He did say one thing. He mentioned that the Republican Party did lose our trust, and he said they will work to regain our trust. In 8 years, we'll give you a look see. But right now, we're still fixing you guys' mess. Okay, first of all, he doesn't want to accept all the money. He wants some of the money. He's going through it like, oh, we can't accept all this money because it means we're going to have to raise taxes. Okay, I don't even know. There's so many ways I want to attack this issue. I don't even know how to do it first. Okay, first of all, okay, I took some notes. Okay, they believe in less government and trusting the American people. The only issue is they're not really trusting all the American people. They're trusting the rich American people who they're giving all the tax breaks to. That's what they're actually trying to do. Now let me illustrate something for you real quick. I'm a rich businessman. My job is to make sure that my stockholders have lots of profits. Because by doing that, I get big bonuses. They make money, I make money. Ha ha ha. America's happy because they're rich and I'm rich. My rich stockholders and me. Oh, you mean you're going to give us a tax break so we can have some extra profits? Now, do I want to hire another poor guy and then I have to pay his, give him insurance benefits? See, he's gonna have a salary maybe around 30,000 if he's lucky. Yeah, about 30,000 a year. No, I think I'd rather go ahead and keep those profits for myself and for my stockholders. Yeah, because that's what I do. I'm a business person. It's not personal. It's business. It's about profit. That's what the people have been doing ever since George Bush took office. They've been cutting taxes, having rich people get bigger tax cuts, and then they keep them to themselves. They're not issuing new jobs. They're not causing new jobs. So cutting taxes does not create jobs. Why do they keep saying that? And if you take out the regulation and any incentives for giving people for giving people jobs, come on now. Less regulation? Are you serious? More of the same? They're still preaching it. They're just trying to make it look prettier. I mean, look, Republicans, you guys are, if I were in the Republican Party and I was trying to see where do we go from here, because you guys had a pretty thorough trouncing, I would say take all of our beliefs, hold to our core. The religious aspects of it, I got you. I'm with you on that. There does have to be some type of religion. If it's Christianity, Judaism, whatever your religion is, it needs to be some type of religion. But you need to focus on the issues and real solutions, not just something that sounds pretty. Okay? That's just free for you guys out there, Republicans. Okay, housing prices. Let's talk about a little bit about the economy, housing prices. I've been thinking about this. Just an idea I got. Okay, if we're gonna fix this housing prices, first of all, we have to realize the housing prices are supposed to go down right now because they have been artificially inflated. They're not real. The housing prices have averaged an increase of 3% over a year for the past 100 years. For I'm not sure exactly how long, but it's been a long time. 3% per year. You can expect that. For the last 10 years, it's been going to 5%, 10%, 15%, 20% sometimes. These are artificially inflated prices. Let's illustrate this and make it simple. What if it was cars? If you want to buy a brand new 2005 Chevy, say Blazer, it would have costed you, say, I'm guessing, this is just an illustration, so we'll go with $23,000 in 2005. In 2006, a brand new Chevy Blazer, same attributes and everything added to it, same add-ons, will cost you $23,500. A 2007 Chevy Blazer will cost you $24,000. So it's going up $500 every year for a brand new Chevy Blazer with all the same attributes put on it, same components. So if all of a sudden they start charging $35,000 for the Chevy Blazer, that's kind of a artificially inflated price. The value didn't go up that much. You just got some dumbo is willing to pay $35,000 for it. He's got some extra money. He's going to pay extra, so they think everybody should have to pay extra. And that's what happened in the housing market. There was people who got these big tax cuts, had all this extra money. They said, hey, I want to buy a house. I want that house. I will pay this much for that house. And of course, everybody knows real estate, they don't just come up with prices off the top of their head. They compare and say, well, this house sold for $250,000. This is in the same neighborhood. Well, this house price should go up too. Because if this one's $250,000, this one needs to be, $245,000. It's not quite as good, but we're going to compare it, and that's how we get the prices. So these people who are paying too much for houses cause everybody to pay too much for houses. And people were speculating, saying, okay, well, this house market is going to stay like this for the next 20, 30 years. And they started taking out, buying big old chunks of land and getting all these places ready to build houses and stuff like that people really couldn't afford. I mean, it was cool to have, they were giving people credit that couldn't really afford it. Too much credit for houses they really couldn't afford. And then they were charging too much for the houses. So there's a lot of aspects to this housing market that needs to be revamped and relooked at. Now what they should do in order to help people, I know the goal is to help people stay in their houses and help them with their mortgages. I propose, and if you like this, please pass it on. We got about 2 minutes left. I propose they lower people who are struggling to a 1% interest rate on their mortgage. They keep the same value, or they lose it. If they lose value in the house, I'm sorry, it's lost. I own 3 houses. One of them I bought at the peak of the market like a dummy, and yeah, I'm going to suffer from it. But if they lose value, it's just lost. Let it go. We'll allow them to get back by lowering their monthly payments with a 1% interest rate. That'll save them a lot of money. Now, if they take that 1% interest rate, it can be for a 5-year or 10-year term. And what they need to do is make sure that if you do that, you can get no more loans, no more credit cards, no new cars, no used cars. Once you take that interest rate from the government, because the government can subsidize that, you should get no new loans. That is strictly to help you keep your house, not in order to get you extra cash so you can buy a new car or something like that. Okay, that would be my idea. And please, if you like that, please pass it along. Let people read this. Vote, good for this video. Hey, I love America. I'm an American. I'm a soldier. I love this country. And we're finally doing some of the right things. And I'm really, really appreciative of everybody out there, my fellow soldiers, airmen, Marines, Navy personnel, all of us, National Guard, Reserve. You guys are doing great jobs and great things out there. Let's keep it going. Keep it moving. I love everybody. Yeehaw!